In boxing,
the promoter sees it because it matters for the promoter. Promoter's interest is business. He sees that first before any other legacy or anything like that. Now with Canelo, they've done a great job with business. It might have affected a little bit in the legacy because in certain fights people criticize and whatever, but it made them fucking multimillionaires. So it makes sense in business, you know.
It's true.
Now, if you want to be a fighter and just fight for legacy, then you know, then you're not gonna go ahead and fucking fight for free. Then fuck, you know, go stay in the amateurs. Fucking, you fight for free. You want a gold medal. You want a legacy. Fight for your country. Stay in the amateurs. Why are you fighting in the pros? Obviously, you don't want to get paid. Now, certain fights you gotta get paid, you know, accordingly, and you know you gotta be able to work with your opponents and manage and promoters. Everybody sees the business. I mean, I understand that. But there's fights that you gotta make them happen, and I think it will happen with Triple G and Canelo. But it might take another year, maybe.
It's gonna be huge when it does happen, though.
But it'll be big when it does.
Do you still care about your undefeated record, Mikey? Like, do you put any thought? Do you put any thought in it?
I don't want to lose, of course. Of course not.
But is that like a big selling point for yourself? You think, or are you gonna start using it as a good selling point?
Nah. I mean, the wins, the victories, that speaks for itself. I mean, most great fighters all have had losses, and you know they're still highly regarded as, you know, all-time greats.
Not me, but
you know, they just you know, it's just who you fight or who you lose to that, you know.
That's true.
It's all right. Doesn't mean anything. De La Hoya, one of the all-time greats, probably even this generation's, and he had losses. You know,
but he fought all the big names.
He fought all the big names, you know, and you know Manny Pacquiao, you know. It just depends on who you fight. That really establishes you up
and
there.
who you are too. For some, that's the most important thing. Don't lose. Don't get that loss. And to others, it's giving people the best fights out there, like Pacquiao. Pacquiao has given boxing really good fights, and he always took very good chances too. Look, he lost a few. He got knocked out by Marquez, but he was always giving everybody. He was always giving the boxing fans great fights, because you know he was good enough to knock some of those out because he was that good, strong. So a loss for him didn't affect him that much. A loss to others is probably the end of the world.
It's true.
But what did the Jeff Horne fight mean to him? He's a legend. He's fought the biggest names, and he's fighting a guy with 16 fights. Like,
Ellie, but it's a business, and it's a smart. We're talking about that with Canelo right now, about fighting Liam Smith. Who the fuck knew who Liam Smith was? You know what I mean? And he still did good, you know, good money. So with Pacquiao, he's going to Australia. That fight's gonna be huge over there. So they're gonna make a lot of money, more money than he would fighting here in the United States. So it's a business. How many times did look at Chavez Senior record? How many times did he fight a big fight here in the United States, huge fight, and then he goes back to Mexico and fights a guy turning pro?
Yeah.
He did that a few times. Well, I don't know about turning pro, but you know, with very bad records.
but he was a rock star. He was a superstar.
So is Pacquiao. So is Pacquiao.
You think Pacquiao right now is a superstar rock star?
In Australia he is, and they're gonna fucking break records, and they're gonna make
think
millions.
so?
Dude, it's Pacquiao. Bringing Pacquiao to Australia to fight one of their locals. That's huge.
They've never seen him fight live.
They've never seen him fight live. They get to see Pacquiao. They're gonna do. I don't know where the fight's gonna be or how big the stadium is, but as big as it is, they're gonna sell out and they're gonna make money. It's good. Fucking, I'm telling you, Arum is good at what he does, and Pacquiao has to take advantage of it. If they want to take him to Japan next to fight a local Japanese guy and make money over there, they're gonna do that. If they need to go to England, they're gonna do that. If they need to go to wherever country you want to,
They went to Macau.
Yeah.
Twice or 3 times.
Yeah. Makes
so they're gonna do it. Ellie. It's the right thing to do. Bob Arum is very smart.
Any risk in that when you fight a guy that you don't really know?
No, there's always risk, but it shouldn't. But there's risk. There is that risk. But I'm telling you, other fighters have done it back in the days. You know, now everybody says cherry picking or you fight this guy, fight that guy. But everybody, every world champion, look at your favorite fighter. Look at your favorite fighter and look at his record. He didn't fight when he became champion.
The same with Top Rank.
whoever it is, they didn't become champions, and they didn't. Every fight after that was for a fucking world title against the number one contender, against the best fighter in the world.
That's
no,
true.
they always took that easy fight first, 2 of those, and then fight another big fight, and then come back and fight in your home country for another easy fight, 2 easy fights, a cab driver, and then go again and fight the big fight again. Everybody did it.
But when Danny Garcia does it, they criticize him.
I don't.
I don't either. I mean, he's a fighter. He fights.
Because
He's
of
not the
social
promoter.
media now. Because we didn't have social media back then. Right now, there's so much social media. There's so many people behind that fucking phone or that keyboard, like they say, talking shit. But they won't say it in his face.
Never.
They'll never say it in his face. But because of social media and all that, that's why Danny Garcia gets all that shit. But look, now he's fighting Keith Thurman. What can people say now? He's fighting the toughest fight out there, probably the best welterweight in the division. He's fighting him. If he wins that fight, and his next fight, he fights at his hometown. He wants to do it for his fans.
He did it right before. Yeah.
If he wants to do it and fights a fucking cherry picker guy, whatever, you know what I mean? People are gonna go back to criticize him. He already beat Keith Thurman. What does he have? So what do they want him to fight? Fucking Golovkin next?
That's true.
People are just never gonna please.
That's right, Mikey. You're never gonna make everyone happy.
At this point with Danny, they've already talked so much about him in the negative way. They already have him there. So it's like with Manny. Oh, it's okay.
Yeah,
it's fine with Manny, but it's not
It's
okay
a good
with
fight for him.
It's just the way people relate to a certain fighter.
Double standards sometimes.
Double standard sometimes like that.